excuse me. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. My name's Nicole and I'm an addict, and my sobriety date is July 13th of 2015. And I do utilize medically assisted treatment, and I'm here today to share with you guys. First, we're going to do our MARA meeting, and then what I was thinking we could do is, if you guys feel up to it, you guys could come on and share a little bit about your recovery. So let me go ahead and share this out. So that way, hey guys, what's up, everybody? I'm so glad y'all are here. Oh shoot, I'm excited now. I always get excited when I see everybody come on the screen. Okay. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day. Hold on. Hey Marcus. Hey Merk. Hey Crystal. What's up, everybody? Okay, cool deal. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm just sharing this into my over to the Patreon, and I'm sharing it over on Twitter, and then I'm going to be off my phone and you're going to have my full undivided attention. So please don't think, oh, did you beat me to it? Oh, good job, Melissa. Good job. Okay, my girls did it. Merk, you got me in the Discord, right? Okay, cool deal, you guys. Mara, and then I'll read the Mara preamble and all that stuff, and then we'll get busy, okay, guys? All right, I'm super stoked today. All right, pause, see. Okay. Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate that. So what's up, everybody? My name's Nicole, and this is my channel, Real Talk Recovery. If you're new to the channel, I know a lot of you guys are new because we just crossed over the 3,600 mark into the 3,700 mark. So I know that there's a lot of new people here on the channel, and I just want you guys to know how grateful, thankful, and blessed I am to have each and every one of you guys here. Hey Mars, welcome. There's going to be a lot of new people, you guys, over from the Reddit thread, because I've been chatting with a bunch of people in the subreddit r Suboxone, and I had forgot all about Reddit, if you want to know the truth. I used to go to Reddit, you guys, when I was in my active addiction, and I would go to the R opiates one, and I would be on there like looking at all kinds of crazy stuff, like triggering myself. And then I used to be on it like 2 years ago, and I don't know what happened. I lost my password, but I was like, oh my gosh, there is a Reddit where there's a whole bunch of people that are they're like all by themselves. You know what I mean? You know how it is, you guys. Before we found each other, we were all like kind of looking for a place where we could all come together and support each other, because we're on maintenance medication. And you know how it is. Like, a lot of the times you get judged because you're on maintenance. And so let me go ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me read this thing, the Mara preamble, to you guys, and then we'll start. Then we'll have a meeting. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me get it going for y'all. Okay. So for those of you guys that are new to the channel, Mara is Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous, and here's what it's all about. Do you use medications such as methadone, naltrexone, Suboxone, antabuse, acamprosate, Paxil, Remeron, bupropion, gabapentin, baclofen, Topamax, that is prescribed and approved by the medical community to treat various drug and alcohol use disorders? Many addicts and alcoholics that are utilizing evidence-based science to aid in their recovery sometimes feel unwelcome. Here at Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous, aka MARA, you're always welcome. Recovery is simply to recover from an unsafe lifestyle. Medication-Assisted Recovery Anonymous is a support group of people who believe in the value of medication as a means to recovery. We understand that our individual needs may not be the same. Our backgrounds may not be the same. Our futures may not be the same. However, desire to live a safe lifestyle joins us together. Now listen, this is my favorite part. Non-judgment is our code. Booyah! I mean, that's like my favorite part because that's like what I'm all about, you guys. I'm all about open-minded, non-judgmental, loving, tolerant, patient support. I think that we should meet each other where we're at. You know, everybody has struggles, especially when we're first trying to get sober. It's like I tried so many things. Y'all know my story. I tried so many times to get sober, and I've tried multiple different programs. I've tried AA, I've tried NA, I tried CA, I tried Celebrate Recovery. I tried going to church and getting the Holy Ghost. I tried everything, you guys, everything. Hey Kyle, I'm so glad you came over, man, for real. And welcome to everybody that's here. Welcome to everybody I see in England. Welcome, none allow, Mr. England. I see you. I see you. Hey Cindy. Hey Merck. I see everybody, and I'm so glad you guys are all here. So I've been getting a lot of people that have been reaching out. And hey, like I found your channel because I've found a Suboxone video. And I just want you to know that thank you so much for talking about Suboxone. Thank you so much for sharing your story about it, you know. And I wish that we didn't have to worry about people judging, you know what I mean? But since we do, we have this place here where we can all hang out and help each other and we're not alone. So I wanted to let you guys know tomorrow, Dr. B, y'all know Dr. B, he's come on my channel before. He's going to do a live stream tomorrow, you guys, and we're going to talk, he's going to talk. I'm not going to be on the live stream. I mean, I'll be over there with y'all watching it, but he's going to talk all about what's going on in the world with the coronavirus and what's going to go on with medication-assisted treatment. Okay. Dr. B has a treatment center in California where he does treat addicts that are utilizing maintenance medication. There's this new thing that they're going to be able to do, you guys. You will be, let's say somebody needs to get treated with Suboxone. And with what's going on in the world today, they can't come in face to face because of the fact that you could get sick. You could catch the coronavirus, right? The federal government just approved these doctors to be able to treat us through telemedicine. Do you hear what I just said? Telemedicine. We'll be able to see our doctors on the video instead of having to go in to see them. And so Dr. B just got approved to be able to do telemedicine. Okay, hold on, Nicole. So that way the people who are first of all, we all need to be staying in, you guys, because we're putting other people at risk by going out and potentially spreading or infecting someone else. I don't know if I have coronavirus. We don't know if we carried it. We don't know if we touched something that had it on there. And so the whole reason why they're asking us to stay in is because they don't want us to keep spreading it to everybody else, you know? And so I hope you guys are doing the best you can to stay indoors, okay? And not be putting yourselves in harm's way, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had to go to work today. I hope that I don't have to go to work anymore after this because it makes me scared. I hope so. Oh, Bobby, they're closed now? Yeah, and I'm telling you, Bobby, I'm pretty sure everything's going to work out. I don't want you guys to be worried. I'm not the end all be all that knows all about that stuff, but I'm going to tell you, we all can flood Dr. B's channel tomorrow. He's going to go live at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 1 o'clock my time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live about 15 minutes before Dr. B goes live. and we're all going to rally here, and we're going to get a bunch of questions together. And then we're all going to go over there when his live stream starts. We'll go together, okay? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Kenneth. And I'm lucky. I mean, I'm grateful and thankful and blessed that I have a job where I can go and work. But y'all have to understand something. Like, I'm not working outside in construction. I'm working inside at Walgreens, where sick people are coming and they're coughing and they're, all this. And I'm just like, oh my God, so it's dangerous. It's dangerous. We have to protect ourselves. Okay. Hey, Lynn. So, okay. Somebody texted me a question. Nicole, was that you? Where's the question at, girl? I didn't get. Yes, yes. Hey, Merck, will you link Dr. B's channel in the comments? Also, Mars, Kyle, we're gonna I'll drop a link in the Reddit thread tomorrow in there, and I'll also, like I said, I'll also go live before it so we can all like gather here and then go over there. But while he's live tomorrow, if you don't come over there with us, I will link it here on my channel in the community tab. I will share it in the Reddit thread. I will share it on Facebook. I will share the shit out of it. So if you guys have questions, make sure you write your questions down and have them ready. So that way, when we get on there, you can just start firing them away at Dr. B. And I'm pretty sure that he'll have somebody there with him to help him answer the questions. And I'll be in there with you guys too to kind of say, hey, Dr. B, this question, answer this question. Okay. We'll handle it. So that way we can all get okay. Well, we can all get our questions answered. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I see it, Nicole. Okay, yeah. Yes, girl. This okay, so I know we had Jaunt on. But she just got off of methadone. The reason why, okay, so Nicole was asking if we could talk about methadone and other maintenance medications like, well, methadone, Suboxone, Sublocade, um, Subutex, what other? And those other medications that they list in this list on Mara, like Topamax and bupropion as well, Butrin. I'll have to find somebody that's still on methadone that I can get to come on that can share their experience, because y'all, the reason I don't want you guys to think that I'm ever, I want to share all of it with you guys. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm leaving anybody out, okay? When I share about my experience with Suboxone, it's because it's been a positive experience, and I would hate to share my experience with methadone and make you guys feel like I was talking down on methadone. And that's why I really don't talk about it a lot. Not because I don't support methadone, but it's because when I was on methadone, I was still trying to get high. So I would go and I would steal my husband's prescription and I would take all his methadone, and then I was like a crazy person. So I'm going to work really hard and I will find someone who is utilizing maintenance medication, methadone, in a healthy way and doing it right, okay? And I'll get them on the channel to talk about it. Also, I saw somebody say kratom. Polly, I have a really good friend that is on Kratom, and she has a channel. Her channel's called Natural Addiction Recovery. And she is literally like a scientist when it comes to Kratom. She knows everything about it because I don't know anything about it. I've taken it a couple times, and the one time that I took it and it actually like made me feel different, it was almost like I had taken a bunch of caffeine. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I'm like a very good example of what that is for. And plus, I could not stand the taste. It was disgusting. So, but Avalon, she is on top of that shit. In fact, I'll get her channel and I'll link it too. So Bobby says Suboxone has made me gain weight. Thank you, Merk. You're so good to me, Merk. Bobby, I have gained weight on Suboxone too. Sometimes I try to think like, was it the Suboxone that made me gain weight, or it was because I'm not getting high anymore? So kind of think about this. Think of it like this, okay, Bobby? When you were in your active addiction, were you eating healthy? Were you eating 3 meals a day? Or were you like, getting high and not eating? 454.
I'll show you.
Oh, is that what you are? 45 pounds, 0.4. Good job. You gained some weight, kiddo. Aye, slapped the hell out of my hand. One more slap. Not too hard this time. All right. Okay. Sorry. I gained a lot of weight when I got sober, Bobby, and I'm really self-conscious about it. And I've talked about this a lot on my channel, and I don't really talk about it like as in, we're going to do this to lose weight, because I'm trying to get to a point, you guys, in my recovery where I just love myself no matter what I am. You know what I mean? And that way, because I know that through this process of staying sober, through this process of tapering, through this process of learning and growing in my recovery, that things are going to shift and change, right? And eventually I'm going to get to a place where my weight balances out. I start like feeling good again about myself. Right now I'm in a position where I'm right on the cusp of like, okay, this is going to be different. I'm going to shift my thinking and what I do to this. And so right now, my main focus though is making sure that I work really hard on staying stable on my taper. So let's talk a little bit about Suboxone tapers. I know a lot of you guys are tapering, or any kind of taper, okay? Methadone taper, benzodiazepine tapers, tapering off of medication for mental illness, okay? Because y'all all know that my butt tried to taper off Lexapro last year, and I literally thought I was going to die, okay? So when I was in my active addiction, I hardly ever ate food. I would take my highway, and I hated that. Same. And so I was really, really tiny. Lynn, I'm sorry. Well, that's okay, Lynn. You're going to get through it, girl. You can recover from that, just like I can recover from binge eating. So just like recovering from addiction, anorexia is the same thing. It's recovering from that obsessive thinking and that want to control. You know what? Sorry, that was my son. The first step in getting better, right? The first step in getting better is admitting that you have a problem. So you've already taken the first step, Lynn, by saying, I have anorexia, okay? That's the first step. You're identifying the problem, you're saying, this is what it is. I've got this and I need to make a change. Sorry, I'm reading y'all's comments. What would happen when I did what? I was run ragged when I was on heroin. Exactly, Bobby. And so here's the thing. Now you're getting, when I tapered off Lexapro. Let me tell you what happened. Y'all are going to freak out. So, and if anybody wants to come up on the screen with me, let me put a link in the chat for you guys. But I tried to taper, and this is what I did, you guys. I did not do it right. I rushed. I tried to get off so fast, and it was a freaking not a good idea. It was horrible. I thought I was going to die. So, hey, stop, Bubba. Hold on. Let me get this link, you guys. I'm on a live. I'm doing a meeting. Go upstairs and watch your show. Okay? What? Okay, bye.
Wait, one more thing.
Who are you talking about, Nate?
When he...
Shh. Sorry, I'm emailing myself this thing. Okay. Okay, so when I tried to taper off Lexapro, what I did was instead of tapering, you guys, I got down to, I think I got down to 5 milligrams. It was just 5 milligrams. I got down to 5 milligrams and I was like, screw this. I'm tired. I'm just going to jump, right? And so I jumped. And about 6 days went by, okay? 6 days went by and all of a sudden I started feeling like I wanted to kill myself, okay? That's the first thing that happened. Here's the link if you want to come up here. Okay. I started feeling really, really bad. Like my head started feeling like it was detaching from my body. It was just the scariest thing, you guys. It was really, really scary. So what I did was I ended up getting right back on it because I was like, you know what? I can't do this. Like it was so bad. It was worse than heroin withdrawal. It was worse than opiate withdrawal because not only did I feel sick, like my heart would start racing really fast. I would get nauseous. Then I would stand up and it was like my head was just spinning, you guys, just spinning. It was so bad. And I had to get back on the Lexapro. I had to because I could not function without it. So that's why when I hear people that are judging others that are on maintenance medication, it really, really rubs me the wrong way because I don't think they understand that like Suboxone and methadone aren't the only things that you can take that you will have severe withdrawals from. You know, I will have to be on a medication for my mental health for the rest of my life, you guys. Like, I need to be on it. It helps me to have a better quality of life, it helps me to be a better person. You know, it helps me to not go crazy. Lexapro they prescribe it for depression and anxiety and SSRI. So I'll tell you guys, let's think about. So like I was talking with Lynn about, acceptance is the number one thing that we have to do when we're starting to try to take the steps towards getting sober. If we look at the 12 steps, right? The 12 steps of MARA, the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous, the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous, it's admitting that there's a problem, okay? Admitting that we have a problem and that our lives had become unmanageable. And so a lot of people, I remember there was a time that I was in so much denial that I didn't think I had a problem. You know, can you guys remember when you shifted from saying, you know what, I do have a problem. I need to get help. Do you remember the moment where you just had that like clarity and you were like, holy hell, I can't live my life like this anymore. Like I've got to do something different. You know, I think the moment that I realized I really had to do something different, it was long before my son got taken away. The time that I realized that I was really up a creek without a paddle was I went into a coma. Okay, I went into a coma for 7 days. I had been out. Oh, Bobby, my husband's on Cymbalta, and it's helped him so much. I'm also on Wellbutrin, and honestly, you guys, like if I could get rid of one of the medications, it would be the Lexapro, and I would stay on Wellbutrin because Wellbutrin has really helped me a lot. Some people, I don't think it agrees well with them, but it's helped me so, so much. And that's the thing, like one of the things I think we all have to realize is that we are all totally different, right? Like what works for me is not going to work for you, and so on and so forth. And so we just got to be really, really open minded, you know, and try to help each other and just be supportive and accepting of what works for each person. You know what I mean? It's too easy to say, you know what, that didn't work for me. Fuck that. And then just judge somebody for what they're on or what they're doing in their recovery. You know, it's important for us to remember that not everybody's the same and we're all different, you know? So congratulations on your being alcohol free, Lynn. That is a really big accomplishment. So you should really be proud of yourself and never go back because you deserve sobriety. You deserve sobriety. And just so you know, Lynn, a lot of those eating disorders and addiction go hand in hand a lot of times. I know for me, like I used to be not anorexic, but more of I would limit my food intake, but what is it called when you restrict? Restrict. I was a very restrictive eater, especially when I was in my addiction. Hey, Emily. I'm so glad you came over to hang out with us, girl. Y'all welcome Emily to the Real Talk Recovery family. And we'll talk about pregnancy in just a second, Emily. And I sent you a video. I don't know if you had seen it before, but it was a video that I made all about my pregnancy. And just so you know, you are doing the best thing for you and your baby. Okay? You don't want to be like me. When I was pregnant with my son, I was in active addiction. I was shooting methamphetamine. I was shooting oxy. I was eating pills. I was doing everything under the sun. All right? My son is walking around and he's a miracle. But it's not because I was any kind of a responsible parent. It wasn't because that I chose to get help either, because I didn't tell anybody I had an addiction. When I got pregnant with my son, I knew I needed to get help. But you know what? I was too afraid. I was too afraid of what the doctors would do, what everybody would say. Would they take my child away? And you know what ended up happening? My son ended up getting taken away anyway because I tried to handle my addiction on my own, and I ended up using the whole time I was pregnant with my son. So if you're someone who is a heroin addict or an opiate addict and you get pregnant and you're thinking, I can't tell anybody, I've just got to do this on my own, you're wrong. You need to tell somebody and you need to get help because being on Subutex is a lot better for you and your baby than to be out there living that high risk lifestyle, be out there shooting up, sharing needles, sharing straws, contracting diseases. You can be under a doctor's care and be on medication assisted treatment, and your baby will be just fine. Okay? Just fine. Be very upfront with your doctor. Let them know. Let your doctor know that's treating you while you're pregnant, that you're on maintenance medication. Make sure that your maintenance doctor is in connection with your pregnancy doctor, with your gynecologist and all that. So that way everybody's on the same page. That way they don't try to, because I have heard horror stories of women that were on maintenance medication going in to have their children, and then the doctor saying, oh well, we're calling child protective services because you're on maintenance. Okay, make sure that your maintenance doctor is talking with your pregnancy doctor, whatever, I don't know what they call them. Okay, but make sure that they are talking with each other, that you're being 100% honest and forthcoming with that information. That way, when your baby is born, they know exactly what they need to do to make sure that your baby comes out healthy and happy and not under distress or any of that stuff. But you are absolutely doing the right thing. So do not listen to what anyone else says. Please, God, do not listen to those people. Because if you go out and relapse and you jump off Suboxone because of everybody judging you because you're pregnant, then you're going to die. You're risking your child's life and you're risking your life, So please do not listen to what those people say. So what I was saying about eating disorders and addiction. So they're both they're both mental disorders, right? They're obsessions of the mind. Addiction and eating disorders they're both addictions, right? And so when I was in my active addiction, I was very much a restrictive eater. I would restrict my calories. I would restrict how many times a day I ate, what time I ate, how much I ate. Everything was very, very restrictive. Then once I got sober, it's like all those rules went out out the window, and I was just so hungry. It was like my body was so hungry from years and years of starving myself to the point where I was just so happy to eat. Everything was a celebration and everything had food involved, right? Everything. And that's also part of my culture, okay? Growing up Mexican and Italian, my dad is Italian, my mom is Mexican. We celebrate with food. Everything is a celebration, everything has food involved. And so I've always loved to eat. But when I got old enough to realize that I struggled with my weight, that's when I started restricting, and I would be so hard on myself, you guys. I would stay out in the blistering hot sun, 110 degrees, okay? And I would walk and up and down this big bridge and all around these trails. I'm talking where I was just like dripping sweat. I would have sunburn and I wouldn't eat. So I would be shaking. My legs would feel like they were jello and they were going to give out from underneath me because I had no energy. Okay? Because I had no food. I wasn't eating anything. I was starving myself to maintain this skinny weight, And then I found methamphetamines. And once I found methamphetamine, I could start eating a little bit more, but also use the stimulant. And this stimulant would just burn the weight right off of me. It was like I could eat a steak and then I would be skinny. And it was like nothing, you guys. Methamphetamine was like the ultimate diet pill. You know what I mean? But in the long run, it ended up making me go crazy because I would stay up for so many nights without sleep. And so none of these things are healthy. And I know it's hard. Listen, I know it's hard because I struggle with balance right now, you guys. I'm working so hard on trying to find a balanced schedule. I know you guys see me doing it. I know y'all see me going, oh, James, I checked my block list and you're not blocked on the Sober James account. So I don't know why you can't comment under that account. Um, so I just wanted you to know that. I went through it twice yesterday because I was like, there's no way somebody blocked Sober James. So I just wanted you to know that, okay, ma'am? Um, I'm trying really hard to find balance to where I have like a schedule, right? And I want you guys, maybe you guys can help me with it and we can all work together on getting balance in our lives. So, when I was in treatment in 2015, I had this amazing counselor. His name was Oscar, okay? And Oscar used to play football for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Woo! Pig Suey! And he would always tell us these stories about when he was young and he played for the Razorbacks and he was on opiates and that was his addiction, right? Well, he used to say this thing, and I know you guys have heard me say this before, okay? Stay on your 8. Stay on your 8, okay? 8. So when you look at the number 8, it's got 4 on this side and 4 on this side. So that's balance, right? Balance. We have to find balance in our lives as recovering addicts and alcoholics, right? Finding balance in your life sometimes can be difficult, especially if you're an addict or an alcoholic, like a lot of us are, where we are. I know you guys can relate to this, where if you decide to do something, it's like, I got to do it, balls to the wall. Just like with my YouTube channel. I'm trying to stop streaming so much, right? Because I need to find balance with my channel where I have a steady upload schedule and like one night a week where we do a live stream that's like a kick-ass live stream. You know what I'm saying? But for me, in my mind, that obsession and the want to do more and the want to be here with you guys and the want to do the ultimate amount of streams and the ultimate amount of connecting with my supporters, right? I'm like, fuck that shit. I got to do a live stream every single fucking night. I know you guys see how I struggle with this, okay? I go, okay, guys, we're only going to live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m., right? And then the coronavirus struck, and I was like, fuck it. We're going 7 days a week, bitches. You know what I mean? 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, nonstop. You know, it's hard though, because I'm a people pleaser. I want to please you guys. I want to make you guys happy. I want to help every single one of you guys, right? I want to be here I want to be here for you guys, and I want to do as much as I can. And then what will happen is I'll do that, and I'll be kicking ass and taking names for a good 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, crash. I'll be gone for 3 days, and y'all will be like, "Where's Nicole? Where's Real Talk Recovery? She hasn't uploaded a video in 3 days." Well, y'all, I'm sleeping. I'm catching up on life, you know? Nicole, do you think it's possible that as much as we enjoy you, you may feel like we are support for you too? Absolutely. Y'all are my accountability partners. You guys help me just as much as I help you guys. And a lot of you guys reach out to me, and we talk on a personal level. We talk on the phone. You text me. Some of you guys check up on me. I got a couple texts this morning. Hey, I just wanted to check up on you and thank you for doing the stream last night. And like literally, you guys, I cannot even tell you how much it means to me. I spent so many years in my addiction with no friends. All my friends, they let me go because I was killing myself, you know. I was killing myself, and the friends that I did have that were good friends, they had to let me go because they couldn't watch me do it anymore, you know. And so I didn't have any friends. The only people that I had in my life, um, the only people that I had in my life were people that I used and they used me. You know what I mean? We used each other. So I try not to get emotional, and I try not to think about it because it makes me cry. But when I sit here and I think about the hundreds of people that I talk to throughout the week, because it's like 100 people. I talk to hundreds of you guys a week, and I think about how you guys are helping me, and then you tell me that I'm helping you. I'm just like, these people care about me, and I'm able to support them, and I couldn't do that in my addiction. I couldn't be a good friend to anybody. So I cry because I'm so overwhelmed with just gratitude, you know? And I'm happy because I can actually be a friend. I can actually support you guys, and you guys can support me, you know, and I couldn't do that before. And nobody trusted me enough to be a friend. People didn't want to have me around, you know? I went from being like one of the coolest chicks in school, you know? I went from being pretty popular in the life of the party. That's how it all started out, you guys. It all started out as just fun and games, you know? And I went from being on top of the world and having like a great social life and lots of friends to being alone in a trap house, alone on someone's couch that I didn't know, alone, homeless, or with nowhere to sleep, sleeping in my car sometimes. And Aw, thanks, James. um, I look back on that, you guys, and I think about how much my life has changed from then to now. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thanks, Kenneth. Same. All you guys' stories are, I think when I hear you guys like Emily, if you're still in here, I just want you to know that when you messaged me today and you shared a little bit about your story, it made me think back to whenever I was pregnant with my son, and how hard it was for me and how I wanted to change, but I didn't know how, you know? And thanks, James. You're the man, James. Thanks, bub. Um, I lived my life in this it's like tunnel vision. And the only thing I could see ahead of me was my drug of choice. And so I was constantly chasing that. And so today, living in recovery, it's just a miracle. But the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys, thanks, thanks, Melissa. I love you, girl. The reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is because you can do it too. You can get sober and your life can be so much better. It can change and you don't ever have to go back to that life. And you know what? I used to listen to people that got sober in meetings, okay? And I would listen to them and they would tell stories about how, their life was this, that, and the third. And it just seemed like it was unobtainable for me, okay? Like I couldn't relate to a lot of their stories because they still had jobs or they had money. They didn't lose everything to their addiction. And so I was always looking for the differences, right? I was always looking and saying, well, they weren't addicted like I was. Okay? I had to stop doing that because I was looking for those differences, I was never finding that solution and I was never feeling that relatability that you guys tell me that you feel when you're here, right? And so instead of looking at all the ways that my addiction was different from your addiction, I try now to look at the way my addiction in my life was the same. You know, we can all relate to each other and we can all understand what it was like to use drugs when we didn't want to do it. How many of you guys have used and drank when you absolutely did not want to do it? It was almost like the drugs and the alcohol, they took control. It was like it was like you were a robot or a puppet. And the drugs and the alcohol were the puppet master. And they had you doing whatever they wanted you to do. Wait, what? That's what it was like. That's what it's like when you are addicted to drugs and alcohol. The drugs and the alcohol make the decisions, and I'm just so, so grateful to not have to be in that position anymore. And a lot of people, you know, let's go ahead and say it, right? A lot of people would say, well, you're still in that position. You're on Suboxone. You're just trading one addiction for the other. What is Well, I'm here to tell you, okay? If this is what it's like to be addicted, then I'm loving my life today because my life is 100% different than it ever was when I was in my active addiction, you know? And if I have to be on a maintenance medication for the rest of my life and live my life like I am today, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And that's where I had to get. I had to get to a point where I wanted to taper for me instead of letting other people make my decisions. And I had to get to a point where I was like, what happens if I taper and I don't succeed? What happens if I jump off and I can't handle it or I feel like I want to get high? What's going to happen then? You know? I had to get to a point where everything I'm doing, it's not for any other reason but because it's what I want to do. It's not because of anybody else telling me I should do it. It's not because of anybody else putting pressure on me, right? Exactly, Kyle. Maintenance medication allows you to build your life and create new habits, good habits, not bad habits like addiction. Exactly. I've had some of my closest friends tell me I'm only using Suboxone because I'm too weak to get off fully for me and the baby. It's awful because they think it makes me high. So, Emily, thank you, Merck. Love you. Emily, let me tell you something right now, okay? When somebody uses that, you're too weak, let me explain something to you. That's ignorance, okay? That's ignorance because addiction has nothing to do with willpower. Addicts and alcoholics are some of the most strong-willed people you will ever meet in your whole entire life. Has nothing to do about you being weak and everything to do with the fact that it's a mental obsession. It is a disease, okay? And so those people are ignorant and you need to send them over here so they can get educated. All right? You jumping off of a medication while you're pregnant is more dangerous to your baby than you staying on the medication that you're on. Okay? Oh, that stuff makes me so mad. When really it's dangerous for me to come off because of my pregnancy, and I'm scared to come off, to be honest, because I don't want to relapse. That's right, Emily, and listen to me. You have to do what's best for you. That's exactly, if you are afraid because you're going to relapse, that's a healthy fear. That is a healthy fear. That is common sense. That is you looking back at your past behaviors and your past record with probably relapsing and saying, I know me, I know how I do, and I can't trust myself yet, right? And it's okay to not trust yourself ever. If you need to be on maintenance medication forever, that's okay too. Cindy, where are you at, girl? Tell everybody. My best friend, Cindy, she's on Suboxone. She's been on it for 16 years and she's never going to get off because it helps her and she doesn't want to get off of it. Why would she want to get off when she's staying sober and it's helping her stay sober? Yeah, bub. Oh, and Merck too. I mean, you guys, and yeah, there are. See all the people that are chatting?
No.
What?
What did I just hear? Why did I hear a microphone banging to the wall?
Oh, I don't know. There's this old saying that they say, if it's not broke, what, don't fix it. Like, if you're doing something that's working for you and you feel comfortable and you're happy, then don't change it, okay? Don't put yourself at risk. Let me share with you guys why I started tapering, and then you'll understand like why I started tapering. The reason why I started tapering on Suboxone is because for me, I was experiencing no sex drive, absolutely no, and that was starting to really affect my intimate relationship with my husband, okay? And it was affecting my self-esteem, and I felt like by being on 12 milligrams that it was almost like making me feel like I didn't have energy, and I felt really like I wanted to eat all the time. And so I thought, why don't I start tapering and see once I get down to a certain milligram how I feel then? Well, I've gotten down to 2 milligrams and I feel great. And so I'm just kind of chilling out at 2 milligrams. I might drop down 0.5 in May, but I'm not sure. I might just stay there and chill for a while, you know? Roro says, get a paper and write down everything we ruined while getting high on one side, and on the other side, write the good things through sobriety. Way more negatives than positives. And you know what? there's so many things that, like you're saying, that I could, but you know why there's so many more things that we ruined, right? You want to know why? Because when you get sober, it takes time to earn back the trust. It takes time to get a job and have a stable job where you're making like gainfully employed, right? These things take time, and because of our addict minds, we want instant gratification. Oh, I'm working a job and I'm not the manager yet. Screw this job. I'm leaving. I'm quitting, right?
What?
And so what we do now is we have to work towards those things. I know what you mean as an incentive. I got what you're saying, but do you know what I'm saying? I think we know what each other are saying. Um, it's like now we're working towards things, and it's like it's almost like it makes it more worth it. You know what? The best thing that has happened to me since I got sober, the best thing that happened to me since I got sober was one, getting my son back and not having to be worried about child protective services in my life. Okay. And the second thing that has happened to me that was the best thing, okay, the best thing, having a relationship with my family.
No, it's.
And number three, one more thing, okay, being able to have a job where I'm able to help addicts. That was probably one of the highlights of my whole year this year, is be actually able to work and help people find recovery. And I'll always forever be grateful that I'm able to help people, you guys, because it's a miracle. Because there was a time where I would have never been able to help anyone else. And today, there's somebody that trusts me to help people. There's somebody that wants me to be on their team, and that's like, what? Are you kidding me? Is this really happening right now? You know, it's a miracle, and it can happen for any of you guys. Okay, I remember getting so discouraged because I thought all my friends are doing this, that, and the third. My friend over here, she's working at the treatment center as a counselor. My other friend over here, she's driving the bus to take kids to the meetings, right? I was like, I want to help. I want to help. And so I got my channel. I got you guys. I'm able to help, Dr. B over there with his stuff, and help everybody find him over there. And that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Like, I really, really want us all to go hang out and really support that live stream, because a lot of people are worried about their maintenance meds and what's going to happen. And I really do believe that instead of worrying, let's all go get educated together. Also, if you're somebody who has a loved one who doesn't understand Suboxone, bring them to that live stream tomorrow. It's going to be at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let me get Dr. B's link, because if you have a loved one or a friend or anybody who says, oh, Suboxone, da 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 da, it's just trading addictions, la 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 la, bring them to this live stream tomorrow with Dr. B. I really, really think that it'll help people to understand, okay? Tomorrow with Dr. Here, let me get the link. There we go. Okay. Kyle says, today I'm able to suit up and show up for life every day, be there for my family and friends. Matt has allowed me to start living this way, living by spiritual principles and good morals. Yes, and here's the thing. Anybody can go out and get on Suboxone, you guys. Okay? Anybody can do that. But getting on Suboxone and actually seeking recovery, starting to do a recovery program, getting into therapy, working one-on-one with another addict who's been there before you, these are things that are going to help you. Okay, getting on Suboxone is not the end all be all. It's not like, here, let me give you this medication, your addiction is cured now, right? It's us. We are putting in work. We are taking action. All right, and that's what it's all about. Instead of, sitting at home waiting for recovery to come and hit us in the face or for it to like get on our skin and soak into us, We are going out and we are seeking a better way to live through meetings and support and sponsorship and all this right now being here on Real Talk Recovery. We are all here helping each other, seeking sober support, sharing and relating to each other, okay? What do they say? Like when you have church, where two or more are gathered together, you can have church. Same with a meeting, honey. When two or more are gathered together, you can have a recovery meeting, sweetheart. And that's what we're doing here. So we're supporting each other. I'm super animated tonight. Sorry. I have been off the chain tonight. So if you're wearing headphones, I'm sorry about it. But we're having a good time. And this is what it's like, you guys. We get sober and we can all laugh and we can joke around and we can have a good time, And I hope that, coming here and hanging out with us, I hope it really does help you guys stay on the right track, because I sure do know it helps me, What else do we got planned? Okay, let me think. So let me get some suggestions from you guys before we get off and go over to James's channel. For everybody that's new here, James, and LT have kind of like joined forces, and I'm doing a meeting at 7. James does a meeting or a support group, whatever you want to call it, at 8, and then LT does one at 9. And so, if you don't like hanging out with me that much, you can wait till 8 and go hang out with James, or 9 and go hang out with LT, or you can do all 3. I just want to ask you guys for some suggestions on what you guys want to talk about and do meetings or videos on for the next week or so. What? Okay, go ahead. Show them.
I have to tell you something.
Don't be shy. Show them.
No, I have to do something.
Okay, go ahead. He wants to show you guys his new toys. Hey, Sean, what's up? Let me see him.
Show him.
Okay. This is, what's his name?
Meg's.
This is Meg's. It's a little golden egg.
It's
and what's this guy's name?
Durkee Bacon.
Durkee Bacon and Meg's.
Durkee Bacon.
Durkee Bacon and Meg's. Durpee Bacon and Meg's. He wanted to show you guys. Hey, Sky. Hey, guys. I'm so glad y'all are all here. What's up? Okay, so let's get some suggestions real fast, and then we'll go over to James's channel, okay? So I know Nicole wanted to talk about methadone maintenance in a video.
Which Nicole?
Nicole Cummings.
Who's that?
She's one of my girls.
It's not the Nicole that I Nicole.
No, you don't. Not that Nicole. Okay, so what else? Give me some suggestions, you guys. What's some things? Yes, Durpee Bacon. Give me some suggestions on what you guys want our live streams to be about next week.
Durpee Bacon from what?
He's so cute, Nicole said. Kyle said Durpee Bacon with a smiley face. Also, I'm on TikTok, you guys. Y'all need to come follow me on TikTok at Real Talk Recovery.
And it's really...
I did one TikTok today, and y'all...
Actually,
it was so stupid.
Yeah, it was like this.
Okay, so we got one methadone maintenance video. Okay, what's next? Tell me. I'd like to talk about methadone as well. I'm new here, and my counselor at the clinic recommended this channel. Okay, Eric, I got you. I'm going to write down your name too. Awesome. Welcome to my channel, Eric. Just so you know, everybody is welcome here. I support multiple pathways to recovery. I have a lot of people that watch the channel that are on methadone. So please know that I'm 100% in support of that. Daniel says, can we talk about stigma of MAT in AA and other groups? Yes, we can. That is a great topic. Stigma of MAT in AA and other groups. That always gets me heated, Daniel. So that'll be a good one, because I'm going to be on one when I'm talking about that. Getting through withdrawal and early recovery. Great, great topics. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all are helping me out so much. Through
Mom?
withdrawal. Yes, Nate.
Can you sharpen this pencil?
Hold on, Bubba. Let me finish up this live stream and then we're going to do some stuff together, okay? Being pregnant on Matt. Thank you very much. And listen to this, you guys. If any of you want to come share your story, because you're a success, you are a success, okay? If you're staying sober and you're on maintenance medication and you're not getting high anymore, then you are a success story. And I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you're doing. I want to know what it was like when you got on maintenance. What did you decide to do besides just go to the clinic? Are you doing therapy? Are you working out? Are you going to church? Are you doing meetings? Like, I want to hear from you guys. So if you're someone who's new, who wants to share your story of being on maintenance medication and thriving and living a great life, please text me on that phone number on the screen. Do not be afraid. We have a great time here. You will be so excited and happy that you did it. Gratitude. I see ya. I see ya. You got to have an attitude of gratitude.
Mommy,
Being pregnant.
I have to draw one thing on there.
Hold on, Nate. Hold on, Bubba. Let me finish this up. Oh, yeah, Daniel. You're going to be loving it here. Love you back. Let me see what else you guys got. Do addicts feel comfortable in AA? Okay. Well, you know what? I can answer that really fast for you. I do, because all the people I go to AA with know that I'm on maintenance medication and they love me. We are like really good friends. I've never been judged by anyone here in my local AAs ever. But online, hunty, it is just another story. I'm sorry, I'm getting all y'all's comments down real fast before we go. Okay, will do, Merc. Everyone throw up a prayer for my baby sister, Emily, tonight. She's on Matt. Had her second baby girl tonight. Oh, yes, Merc, you got it. I didn't know you had a baby sister. We got you, Merc. We love you so much. You're such a big part of this channel, man. You help me so much. You guys, Merc is like the number one. He helps me so much with links and just moderating the chat. And so I'm so happy and just, he helps a lot. Can we do one on what to expect? Oh, yes. What to expect in therapy.
I have to do one thing.
What, buddy? No. No.
Can you get me a good pencil? Because
yes. Why don't you go upstairs and get your folder off my dresser and we'll do some homework, okay?
No, I need just...
Let me see. All right. There you go. Okay.
I just need that pen for 1 minute.
Well, see, here's the thing. I've seen James says, of course, addicts are welcome in AA. I mean, yeah, they're welcome in AA, but see, James, you would be surprised the freaking buttholes who talk out the side of their neck online. I have never, ever been told that I couldn't share in an AA meeting. I have never been told that I wasn't sober in an AA meeting, because everybody in my town knows that I'm on maintenance medication. But let me share just a little tidbit of information with you before we go over to James's channel. I have had so many people call me, text me, message me that have been told in AA meetings and in 12-step meetings, because they were on Suboxone, that they couldn't share, that they could not say they were sober, that they wouldn't allow them to come up and get a 30-day chip for their recovery. Now, is that what AA stands for? No. AA's program doesn't believe in that, but it's the people in these specific meetings in these small towns is where I see it the most, that take it upon themselves to be the AA and Narcotics Anonymous police and kick people out of meetings, or tell them they're not allowed to share, or tell them they won't sponsor them, tell them that they'll fire them when their sponsee comes out and says, I'm on maintenance medication. It happens a lot. Now, I know that AA accepts anybody as long as we have a desire to stop drinking. That's the whole premise behind AA. The desire to stop drinking. All you have to do is have a desire to stop drinking to be a member of AA. All you have to do is have a desire to stop using to be a member of NA. But I'm telling you guys, and I know y'all all know it, I have had so many people. I actually have a video on my channel. I will link it in the comment section of this video once I upload it. Her name was Amanda, and she went into her first Narcotics Anonymous meeting, and they ripped her to shreds because she was honest about being on maintenance medication. So, anyways, I've never been excluded from a meeting from being on MAT. However, a lot of groups, oh, thank you so much, Kenneth. Love you. A lot of groups are really crappy about it, and I usually don't even mention that I'm on it because you never know how they react. Exactly. And it's like you're trying to be honest, you know. You're trying to be honest in this program, and because that's what they teach you, right? And then you're honest, and then you get ridiculed for doing it. So I understand. I've been there, you guys. And listen, I'm a huge supporter of AA. I love the 12 steps. I don't not believe in the 12 steps, but I'm telling you that there's something going on in these different meetings where people are not really going by the program, and they're taking it upon themselves to put their own opinions into the program. That's why it tells us not to do that. Principles before personalities, that's why it tells us that it's a group conscious. It's not about just one person and their opinion, but you would be surprised about how many times this happens in meetings. And so that's why the MARA was created. So we don't have to worry about that because we're all here to support each other. And Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous is a place where non-judgment is our code, and it's not one size fits all, and you are welcome here. So, okay, I love y'all. I don't want to go over any more time. I hope you guys have a great, great night. Please don't take that as me like I support the 12 steps, you guys. And just like Kyle said, he said you have to find the right meeting, because there are places where they will accept you and they're not going to judge you. And it does suck that we even have to say that. But you know what? It's okay, because we've been through a lot worse. Okay, we were drug addicts. We've been through a lot worse. So if it takes us having to find a different meeting, and go to a couple, then that's okay. We can do it. Don't give up. I love you guys. I'll see you over at Sober James's channel, okay?
No, don't.
What?
I have to do one thing.
He wants to show y'all something. Go. There you go. Say hi, guys. Bye. See you guys tomorrow.